Okay, I want to do a reading and see why Manafort isn't flipping. What is going on that Manafort hasn't flipped? Okay, let's see if the cards will give us some indication. See if I can read something in them or not. I never know if I'm going to get an answer or not, you know. I'm waiting for the day when it just comes up and it's like, I'm not getting anything. Okay. Which is quite possible. But let's see if it shows why Manafort hasn't flipped. Okay, well, this is see. Let me do the second card and see. Okay, well, what I'm getting is, okay, this is a very odd reading. What we have covering it is, you know, he thinks if he holds out, see what he can get away with, that there'll be some kind of a gain. Okay, what does he think he's going to gain? Coming into it, we have rapidly coming. Usually, you know, this is shining and all good things, but he's still under this, I think, delusion that he's going to win the case, victory. He thinks that it's going to come out. But underneath of it, this is usually, I see this as Russia, Putin, that he's got dominion over it, okay? That somehow underneath of it is this threat of Putin, Putin and his things. Above it, afraid of coming to a quick, painful end, failure, you know, a painful end and failure. And that what's underneath of it is really dark, things to be, the debauchery to be uncovered. Yet there's more underneath of there. So what I feel like it is, he's thinking if he stays loyal to Trump, to Putin, etc., it'll keep him safe. Otherwise, I think he fears that his life would be in danger if he turned over to, because the Russian mafia and stuff, they don't play. And if they mark him, if Putin marks him and wants to take him out, he'll be gone. So I think that's what it is. I think he's got a fear. He thinks he's going to win the case. Either that or Trump will give him a victory, you know, that he'll, and he's afraid of Putin. Yeah, Putin is just, Putin's got too much strength. He's got dominion. Putin's got too much dominion and strength. Okay? Yeah, the fear. An opportunity to start. Trump. Yeah, that Trump's going to bail him out and see what he can get away with. I think he thinks that if he keeps his mouth shut, it will preserve his life, you know, because his failure. And he's looking again for some sort of an opportunity to come through from the star, which is usually Trump, thinking he's the big star of everything, and that he's going to mete out justice in the end, and he's going to get away with things. Okay? So I think he's in fear of Putin, yet holding out for Trump. Yeah, that Trump, again, will help him to get away. Will help him to get away. Yeah, but on the other side of it, though, it's not looking good, because we have undercovering, this debauchery. There's other stuff to come that's underneath the surface, which is even more damning than this money laundering, and it's going to rock his world, his tower. So it looks like, you know, my feeling with it is, we'll see if it's right or wrong, that he's worried about if he opens his mouth, that he might get marked by Putin for to be taken out, okay? And so he is putting his eggs in the basket with hoping that Trump is going to save him in some manner and get him out of this fix eventually, you know? Because if he opens his mouth with what he knows with all the Russia stuff, I think he fears being a marked man, and he would be taken out by the Russian mafia, okay? And they're worse than the Italian mafia, okay? So I think that's what's going on, that he feels like if he opens his mouth, he's a marked man, because there's a lot more dirt that he knows about that's yet to be uncovered, that's going to rock everything, going to really rock everything. And if he opens his mouth on that, and he knows if he doesn't open up totally, his deal is off. But if he opens his mouth, he thinks his fate is sealed. He's gone. He's dead. He will be a marked man. So he's putting his eggs in the basket, hoping that Trump is going to give him the pardon, because it's just so unfair. These two trials, they're so unfair. But still, Trump cannot intercede on the state things. He can only get rid of the things from the federal. Okay, so no matter what, Manafort is going down and doing some jail time. We'll leave this here.